Hello, Soulful Alignment here. So, the situation here is that there's a situation in your life that has had a lot of your time, the majority of it. It's something that you put a lot of your time and attention into, a lot of your emotions, a lot of your compassion, your love, your care for people. Uh, you know, wanting to be wanting to make the changes wanting to be the change you want to see in the world. That can be very overwhelming and stressful and annoying and confusing and sad. Anytime we walk away from something we've given great time to and love and attention and care and life, it's hard to walk away. It does cause mixed emotions, but at some point you have to think about yourself, because at the end of the day, you're the one stuck with everything you do, say, and feel and think. Everybody else can walk away, you can't. So um, it does show that you are walking away from a situation because it's actually hindering your growth, your transformation, your relationships. Though this is a situation you would figure wouldn't do that, but when this work situation most likely, uh, takes up our life, it takes away from friends, family, loved ones, wives, children, our true feelings, our true intentions, our true emotions, because usually we're having to play by someone else's rules, which don't always follow what we view as just and fair. Sometimes textbook isn't the way. But you're walking away from a situation that no longer serves you because um, you are going to hand someone an emotional beginning. But remember, this includes you too. So while you're handing them this emotional beginning, know that it applies to you too. So, this is a great love. This is the biggest cup you've ever given to somebody. And it does come with fear and all that, but that fear is what is pushing you um, to be the magician, to use everything in your power to achieve what you want. Because for so long you've been achieving everything else for everyone else. But what about your feelings? What about your emotions? What about what you want? What about what your relationships should feel and look like? What about that person that you want that possibly your job won't let you have or you feel they won't? Well, I promise you, if they loved you that much, it really wouldn't matter, would it? You're there for a job, not for people to care about your personal business because it affects them somehow. But because you're being the magician, you're also going through a transformation. But you have the death card here, and this indicates that great change is coming. This is very traumatic to you because this is something you wouldn't normally do, because this is for someone you wouldn't normally be seen with, or not necessarily be seen with. I don't want that to sound ugly. I mean, considering the situation that you're leaving, this isn't someone that people would approve of. And that's why you're walking away from it, because it doesn't fucking matter what the hell the world thinks. They're not going to make you happy. Congratulations. But, you are going through a transformation. You're actually awakening. You're putting to death old things, old situations that are wore out, old relationships that are wore out, thoughts that are wore out, ways of thinking that are wore out. You know, you're done. You've given too much. You're kind of pissed. It's kind of making you in a bad mood. Like, hey, you go to sleep at night, and I don't. I'm protecting your ass, and this is how you're going to treat me? I don't think so. So, you did give your time and your attention, your generosity. All these things that you've given, you really didn't get back. And it may have felt like that, but most of the time, people viewed you as someone they could get something out of, or someone that would jump to the bit to help them, when, some of it was petty. But, someone is paying a karmic debt to you. Someone views you very, very much the way you should be viewed. And this person that you're intending to leave this situation for feels pretty much the same way you do and supports you in anything that you do. And I think that's part of why you're wanting to leave, because the support that this person has been giving you, you have found in their absence isn't around you. You're starting to see how people are not really what you thought they were. They don't really care like you thought. You don't really have a lot of people to turn to, and the one person you can turn to or want to isn't in your vicinity. They may live at a distance, but this is someone that you feel a deep love for, that you want for a family, that you want for forever, and you're getting to the point where you're done, you're just tying up loose ends, and you may or may not let them know you're going. You may, it just depends on your position in your life, in their life, in your work. It also indicates that you have found great strength within, or unburied the great strength within. The reason I said found it is because often when we go through emotional things, things get buried, especially our strength. It hits on our self-esteem, and you've had issues with that, but just know, yeah, that's difficult change, but change is on the horizon, and it's good change. So yeah,
How significant are horses?
much love, happiness, and peace to you. May God guide you, and He is, and protect you, and He is, because you have divine intervention on your side. So keep doing what you're doing, because you're doing everything right, even if it doesn't feel like it through the eyes of those around you. Don't listen to what people say to you. You listen to your mind, your heart, your intuition, and you do what's best for you. You do what makes you happy. Because at the end of your life, when you're on your deathbed, who's going to sit there and go over your life? You. If you would like to book a reading with me, please send me a message at soulfulalignment73@gmail.com with your name and a brief message describing clearly what you would like a reading about, and I will get back to you as soon as possible.
She wanted to be the star.